Not that one, but
Hi, welcome to our channel.
I hit dead on with it though. Actually, hey everybody, welcome back. Just wanted to do another video for you. I'm going to try to make it as short as I can and just go over some of my kind of EDC changes. I'm actually mainly going to go over today my own person EDC. So what I carry on my person every single day for the most part, and I'll explain the circumstances where I wouldn't carry certain things. But before I get into that, I just wanted to go over, I have a video on my EDC bag. And I just wanted to show some of the changes that I have made to my EDC bag since my last video. There's really not been a lot of changes. It's really been just more of adding some few things to it. But I'll just go over that now. If you haven't seen the original video where I go over this bag, this is a bag that I take pretty much everywhere I go. Anytime I leave the house, this bag goes with me. You can call it a man purse, but you know, it works. And it just has some real basic stuff in it. What I think is basic. So we'll go back and watch that video. But the changes to this bag is I've got a cameless knife that I've added to the front here. It's not a real expensive knife, just a little fixed blade knife. I got this for Christmas, and anyway, I just added it right to the front, and if I can get it back in there. And so yeah, that's a change. Also added an external magazine pouch. You'll see there's not a magazine in it. When I'm at work, I can't carry, unfortunately, so my pistol goes in here, my EDC. I also keep another backup EDC pistol in here. Like I said, go watch the original video. So I put my pistol in here during the day with a magazine in it, and I put my spare magazine here on the outside. So of course I don't have it in here right now because I have it on my person. This is only used when I am at work, when I can't carry. So that's what that's for. I've also added a external tourniquet. I did have this tourniquet in my front pouch here, but I added it in a tourniquet pouch here. So I've got a tourniquet right there, real easy to get to. And this pouch here that has my flag on it was always my medical pouch. So since I was able to get the tourniquet out of here, it gave me a little bit more room for some more medical. So I only added one more thing. I simply added an Israeli bandage. So getting that tourniquet out really allowed me to have a little bit more room to get that bandage in there. So that's all the changes that I have made to the bag. Everything else in here is exactly the same. Well, one more change. You've probably seen the original. I carry an extra t-shirt, pair of boxers, etc. If you've seen it. I also added a pair of pants. So if you can see, I got a pair of Wrangler work pants is what I call them. I wear a lot of those kind of pants. I'm wearing jeans today, but I do wear these kind of pants quite a bit. So I've got a pair of those rolled up in there also. But other than that, that is all the changes to my bag itself. Now, on to my actual EDC, which is what this video is about. I'm referring to my own person EDC. So the stuff that I personally carry every day. Everybody's is different. A lot of people carry more, a lot of people carry less. This is just what I carry, what I'm comfortable carrying, and I think it's just a good simple setup. So I'll start off real simple here. Obviously, I have to carry my keys. It has all my different keys on it. I have a good bit of keys because of where I work. Also carry on here, I have a little SOG key knife. I've used this thing like 3 or 4 times. It weighs basically nothing. I already carry a lot of keys, as you can see, so it's just kind of just there. I always carry another knife or two, so, but hey, why not? It's cool. I like it. I definitely wouldn't take it off because it does work, and I do occasionally use it. I also have a little key, I guess you call this like a little multi-tool. I got this off of eBay for like $4. It's very, very cheap. But it seems to work. I use it a good bit at work. I use it opening paint cans and things like that. It works pretty good. It has like a little serrated area here that you can use for like ripping packages open. Also has a bottle opener. This could be used as a screwdriver, I guess. And then it has a wrench here. But I mainly use it as a package opener and as a pry bar, of course, to open paint cans and things. Basically, and it's, you know, it's got a little spring-loaded little clip there. Weighs next to nothing, so it just kind of disappears on my keys. But that's my keys. Like this, where you can see it. Then I also have my truck keys. That's obvious. In my front, I'm right-handed. In my right-hand pocket here, I have my knife. This is my main knife. I'm carrying a Lightning OTF. I go back and forth with this. I mean, my EDC knife changes out a lot, guys. I'll be honest. I have 2 knives that I keep out right now, and every morning I pick up one or the other. So some days it's the Lightning OTF, some days it's not. Today it's the OTF. The other knife that I carry a good bit is the SOG. I'm sorry, not the SOG, but the Cold Steel. I had to think about it. Cold Steel Pro Light. So these are the 2 knives that I carry, one or the other on a daily basis. I mean, they literally lay side by side on my dresser, and when I get up in the morning, I just pick up one or the other. I've been carrying both of them, you know, kind of back and forth for probably about a year. I just kind of always do that. When it comes to my main EDC knife, I usually always kind of have 2 that I'm working out of. I don't know why, I've just always done that. There's always going to be 2 laying like that on my dresser, and when I get up in the morning and put everything on, I pick up one or the other. So today, though, it was the, like I said, it was the Lightning. I'm not doctoring this up for the video. This is what I do truly carry every day. So I'm not just trying to show off a bunch of crap that, you know, if you ever actually saw me, you would see I do have this stuff on me. And today it was the Lightning. So that's kind of my main knife. I also carry this flashlight. You can see it's pretty worn. I've had this one a pretty good while. And this is the Streamlight, I think it's called the ProTac 1. Let me see, here's the name of it here. ProTac 1 AAA. So this is the model that has the AAA batteries. See, it's pretty bright. It is a one that runs on 1 AAA. I think it's 115 lumen. It's got a tail cap, so you can click it real easy. See a little tail cap right there. Pretty good little light. You know, 1 click goes high. You can double click for strobe or triple click. Well, if I can do it. There you go, and you get a low, which is a 5 lumen, which I actually do find myself using. Sometimes if you're working on something like up close, you see how it's kind of blinding when I shine it on this knife. The 115 lumens can be a little bright for up close stuff. So sometimes that 5 lumens is nice when you're looking at something. But it's got the reverse clip, which is real handy where I work at. I can use this reverse clip to put it on a hat. Let me take my hat off here and I'll show you. Got my Warrior Poet hat. Represent. But yeah, you can see how that can clip on there and make a headlight. I actually use that feature quite a bit. I don't choose to clip it in my pocket. I just drop this loosely in my pocket. The only thing I clip in my pocket on the right side is my knife itself. So anyway, keys, knife, a couple little things on my keys, and flashlight. Also in this same pocket, I carry a little tiny multi-tool. Small multi-tools are really limited. Right now I am carrying the Gerber dime. This is a good one. Another one that I like is the Leatherman Squirt. I like them both for different reasons. I'm not going to do like a review on this. There's plenty of good reviews on it. The main thing I like better about the dime is I like the blade design on the knife better. And I also like the fact that it has tweezers right here. Let's see if I can get them out. Have to have a tool to get a tool. I don't have good fingernails today. But anyway. You see it's got little tweezers. So I think that's kind of nifty. But anyway, I've been carrying this one for a pretty good while. It's held up pretty good. I mean, you can see some wear on it. I've pretty much completely ruined the wire cutters on it. But that's because I did stuff that they're not designed to do. So that's the multi-tool I carry. I carry that just loose in my pocket as well. The Leatherman Squirt is probably a little better of a multi-tool, just to be honest. But I do like the Gerber dime for sure. Moving on. That's everything in my right pocket. Of course, in my back right pocket, I have my wallet, which is just nothing special, just a big wallet. I think I got this one for Christmas for my my fiance a few years ago. It's pretty worn. I don't really get too tied up in wallets. This is the style of wallet I've always carried, so you know that's that. I'll leave it there for you to see. Let's see, my back left pocket, I carry absolutely nothing. I'll get to this pocket in a minute. Then my firearm, I still carry in a Little Fox holster. Same holster that you've seen me talk about for a long time. A lot of people don't like them. I love them. Still buying them. Still recommend them. But my carry gun is, drum roll, but the SIG 365. And this gun is hot. I'm going to clear it. around back. So a very controversial gun. I've been carrying this pretty much straight for about a year. I've switched it out a few times when the 43X and some others came out, and I carried them for a while. But this has been my carry gun exclusively for a year. When I first got it, I didn't carry it instantly because I put a lot of rounds through it first, and I'm still putting rounds through it. I actually put 200 rounds through this gun today. Me and a buddy of mine went out and shot, and we shot nothing but carry guns. He shot his 43, and I shot the SIG. And I carry it with the Pinky extended 10 rounds. I'm still rocking the Federal HST 124 grains. Don't see that changing anytime soon. This is clear, safe direction, and click. So I'm still carrying the SIG, and I haven't really made a video about this gun. I've referenced it in a lot of videos. And matter of fact, when I did my original EDC bag video, I referenced that I wasn't carrying this gun yet, even though I owned it. I was still carrying a Glock 26 then. But now since then, I have became comfortable carrying that. I won't go too in depth with the reliability of it yet. I've got a separate video that's going to be coming out soon. In June, I will have been carrying this gun a year, and I will have put a lot of rounds through it. I won't give you an exact number, but it's pretty good a bit. So stay tuned for that video, and I'm going to give you my opinion of this gun after a year of carry and after a lot of rounds. But that's my EDC of choice. That's my carry gun. I carry it with, like I said, the Pinky extended 10 round. I carry the 12 round extended magazine. Show you what that looks like. Also, so I'm carrying a total of 22 rounds. And if you're wondering where I drew that spare mag, you see this clip here on the side. I carry it in a Neo Mag, which is a magnetic magazine pouch. I'm gonna pull it out here in a second. You can just reach in. Works really good. It works with Glock mags as long as they're factory Glock mags, because it has to have that metal liner because it is a magnetic deal. But it's really nice because, you know, when you hit slide lock, you can drop that mag, reach in, and then feed her straight in. It's pretty good. It's not as fast as some magazine pouches, but I just never have liked, I'm a bigger guy, you know, I got love handles, so I've never liked carrying inside the waistband magazine pouches. Pistol doesn't bother me, but a magazine pouch does. As a matter of fact, speaking of pistols, I'll pull my pouch off. So there's the same Fox. This is actually meant for a Glock 43. This fits in it good. It's a little loose, but it fits in it okay. So just jumping around, but that's my holster. This one is super worn and broke in because I carried a lot of miles of a Glock 43 in this, and now I've been using it for this SIG, which is, you know, pretty awesome. But anyway, so there's the pouch. Here's the Neo Mag. People that aren't familiar with those, it's really simple. This is the one with the deep pocket clip, which is designed for extended mags. So like mags with an extended base plate like this. So basically though, I personally would always get the extended one regardless of what mag you're carrying. It just makes it sit a little deeper in your pocket. Now it makes reload slower with this deeper clip, but it makes it carry a lot deeper so it's more concealable. So you can see on my mag there, it's pretty scarred up and scratched, but it's just surface. It's just surface wear. I'll go over that a little bit in my review of the SIG, but that's really nothing against the mag. I mean, this thing is kind of rough on mags. I've carried some like CZ mags and some other metal mags on this, and it instantly rubs the finish off of them as well. So that's nothing against SIG there. The Glock mags are really the only one that it's not going to beat up because they're, you know, coated with polymer. But it rides just like that inside my pocket. So you can see how high the clip is right here. So the mag sits just barely down inside my pocket. So I can go, you know, I can't grab it like this. I just kind of drop these, my trigger finger and my thumb just down in my pocket and grab it. And it's sitting just like that. And I can just rip it out, and it never comes out of your pocket. If you wanted to give one negative to this thing, it is the fact that it's kind of hard to get on and off. Or really just hard to get on, because that clip is like super strong. But I like that because once I get it on, I have never had this thing try to come out on me. It's very, very good product. This thing's kind of pricey. I think they're like 40 or 50 bucks or something for what it is. But man, do they work good. That has been the best carrier that I have found for my personal self for EDC. Before that, I always just simply would put my extra mag in my pocket, and that works well. And this is still not a super fast reload, but it's way faster than having it just loose in my pocket, because when it's loose in my pocket, I never know how I'm going to draw that mag out and go totally seeing the gun backwards. So this allows it to always be orientated the same. So with some practice, this can be quick. So that's my EDC right there. That's as it stands today. I just really did this video for fun. I might do another one every year or so, but if anybody's interested in it. But that is my EDC setup right now. I'm sure I'm going to get some hate for the little SIG, but this one has been reliable through a lot of rounds, and I'll go into that in my review of it later. So that's my setup, and that's how I see it staying that way for now. So now that I've gone over all my setup, I just kind of want to do some honorary mentions. I already mentioned the fact that the Lightning and the Cold Steel have kind of been interchangeable for me. So I go back and forth between these knives. I do like a Tanto style point better, but these are both really good knives. Lightnings are cheap, man, and I don't have a problem with them. They're great knives. So that's kind of one honorary mention. The gun will occasionally change. I do like doing gun reviews, so occasionally I'll change out to something and I might carry it for a day or a week or a month. But it doesn't change out that often, but it does occasionally. You know, I'll just strap on a good old 19 every now and then or something like that. The knife, as I already mentioned, the other two changes in my EDC occasionally will be, every now and then I will carry this North American Arms Pug. Like I said, these things you see here are pretty much my absolutes. They don't change. But the Pug, it never is carried as my primary. This is a great gun, and it is loaded. As you can see, the little silver shells there. I'm not going to go into too much detail about this, but every great once in a while, I will just pick this thing up. It lays on my dresser a lot or in the top of the safe, and I'll just throw it in my pocket. So I don't carry this as a primary, but every now and then this will just simply, this pocket over here, I carry nothing but the Neo Mag with the extra magazine, and occasionally I will just drop this in the bottom of my pocket, and it literally rides under the mag. So that is one thing I'll carry every now and then. Also, every now and then, I will carry this ankle holster. I pretty much exclusively wear work boots like that all the time. So I will carry this ankle holster every now and then, and it sits down in my boot. So it's super concealable. Once again, I'm not a big fan of carrying an ankle holster as my only gun. A lot of people are going to say this is excessive for a civilian, and I completely agree. A normal guy does not need to carry two guns. I like guns. I like doing it. I can't see that it really hurts anything. So sometimes I will carry this ankle holster, just a little cheap one. I got off eBay. It's got a Velcro strap on it. It's not fast by any means, but I will carry it in conjunction with my carry gun, which is the SIG right now. So never by itself. And what this is, and this is loaded because this is coming out of one of my systems. This is a Ruger LCP2, and I've got the little pinky extension mag on it. Put that back in there. And then I'll also carry it with the LCP2 7-round magazine right there on deck. Also wanted to mention, I do also at work carry a Gerber utility knife. Just a little cheap one. Got it at work. I think we've got them at Tractor Supply. But that is one more piece I do add. So I can't carry a firearm at work, unfortunately. I went over in my other video how I incorporate my bag into my firearm carry at work. And I can keep this bag in my personal vehicle. So I have one at work close by. Unfortunately, it's not on person. But the Gerber, this little Gerber multi-tool, it's just cheap, but it works. I do carry this at work, but that's it. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. It's kind of crazy to look at all of this stuff I have laid out here and think that this is all EDC. But of course, it's not all at once. I don't carry 3 guns at once. I definitely don't carry 3 knives at once. But anyway, I just thought I'd lay it all out where you can see it. This is all of it that carries for different purposes for me. But thanks for watching. I hope this video wasn't too rambly. Hope you enjoyed it. And this is, you know, my EDC. Stay tuned for a video on this SIG because it's coming. And I have a pretty good round count through it. I know a lot of people have videos with like 5,000 rounds through this gun. Mine's not that high, but I'm not a big YouTube reviewer. I'm just a normal guy. So it's going to be just a good, honest review of this gun with the rounds that I have through it, which I think is a lot for just the average guy. I shoot, I guess, more than the average guy in a lot of ways, but what I'm just saying, this is just an unbiased review is what I'll have coming. But if you have any questions about any of this stuff, about the knives, any of the guns, holsters, or you know, anything like that, stuff I got on my keys, or anything you got, just feel free to you know, drop them in the comments, and I'll try to answer them the best I can. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. $7.98.